What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? So happy you're here. So happy you're here. It's been kind of a hectic day, actually. It's been a crazy day. A good day. Lots of good things happening. But hectic nonetheless. Let's jump into the chat real quick. Ayat's vlog, what's going on? Creating with Ken. Hey, made it. Awesome, dude. Nova 6 Marketing, what's going on, Chris? Creating with Ken, hello. Clifford Manthe, I totally almost said that way wrong. One Man's Adventure, what's going on? I am doing great, thank you for asking. James East, what's going on? Dr. Hans Brewery, what's going on? Hello, guys. Oh, thank you for stopping by. I'm seeing some new faces in here, which is super awesome. So let me do the whole spiel real quick. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Jay. Obviously, this is Jay Lippman Live, and I am obsessed with making videos, and that's what I talk about on my channel. I do video editing tutorials, camera gear reviews, though those are kind of few and far between, the occasional vlog or two, and mostly just talk about filmmaking, making videos. I absolutely love it, and this live stream is absolutely no different. That's what we talk about here. Every once in a while, we go off the beaten path. We talk a little bit about YouTube growth because people have questions. My channel is growing and people have questions. So that's all right. Jelly Duck, what's going on? Josh Haynes, what's up, dude? How are you? Bacon's Bites, hello. Garrett, what's up, my man? So, yeah. So lots of things going on. You guys know that I'm going to Vid Summit, and last we talked, the last time we left the stream, I was working on trying to get the money together to actually go to LA and come back from LA and have a place to stay. That has all been taken care of. Now I'm just working on the food budget. You'll see Nightbot just threw something into the stream, a little link there if you would like to help feed me for my week-long trip to Los Angeles, California. There is a link right there that Nightbot just threw out to a GoFundMe. Obviously, no obligation, no pressure. Any help is appreciated, but none is expected. Yeah. So I was dealing with that. I was booking the last of the flights. I was booking the flight home today. And after this stream, I'm going down to DC. My dad and my stepmom are taking Arian and I to a baseball game. I'm going to go see the Baltimore Orioles take on the Washington Nationals. And so that should be fun. I am a lifelong Orioles fan, but like most of my family defected to the Nationals when they came to town. So I'm definitely the black sheep of the family. I'm the only Baltimore fan in the family. So, it's going to be an interesting evening. So basically, this stream ends. I got an hour to kind of get the kid ready she's spending time with her grandfather. And then we head to DC. So been kind of preparing for that, trying to get a video edited for Friday. It's a long one. I'm doing a full, if you guys work in DaVinci Resolve, and I know a few of you do, and you're like confused, you're not sure where to start with color grading. I'm doing like basically a color grading basics tutorial. I'm bringing you through the whole workflow, and I'm really excited about it because I was actually able to get my hands on some Blackmagic raw files, and I got to just grade it from scratch, no LUTs or anything, just total manual grade. From start to finish. It looks really good. I'm really pumped about it, but it's a really long tutorial. So trying to get that edited for Friday. Lots of good things. Also, channels jumping to it's inching closer to that 3,500 mark. Oh man. So what about you guys? Did I say hi to you, Jelly Duck? I said hi to you, Jelly Duck. What's going on? I do have something really small that I want to talk about. But we'll get into that in just a minute. The way that this stream usually works is I come in here with some kind of topic that I want to talk about. And then, you know, there's a form, there's a link, that Nightbot just threw out again. Man, Nightbot and I are on the same wavelength. There's a form, a link to a form. If you have any questions about the video creation process, whether it's video editing or, you know, what gear should I use or filming techniques or anything, make sure you click that link and fill it out, because when I'm done with my little spiel and I'm done with my little kind of talk, then we're going to dive into that form. We're going to start answering some questions. I'm going to see if I can say this right. Andres Nieves, hello from Puerto Rico. What's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. Nova 6 Marketing says, anytime you want B-Raw, just message me. I'll hook you up a Dropbox. Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was looking, I wasn't actually looking for Blackmagic Raw. I was just looking for free log footage to download and all that stuff. And then I came across, there was a blog article talking about how to color grade B-Raw in DaVinci Resolve, and they had sample footage to download. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do that. And it turned out really well, I think. Turned out really, really well. So something happened today. I don't know if you guys have been keeping an eye on your YouTube homepage or your subscriptions list, but 87,000 people put out a review on the Insta360 Go today. And I watched 5 reviews in a row. I watched Cody's, I watched Peter's, I watched Maddie's. I don't remember the other. I watched another one and I don't remember which one it was, but I watched 4 of them in a row. And I'm looking at this thing. I was like, man, I could do so much with this. I really, really I wanted it for Vid Summit, to be honest. And I was like, man, I would have so much fun with this thing in Vid Summit. Josh Haynes, you can get B-Raw from Blackmagic. That's true too. But like I said, I wasn't officially looking for B-Raw, but it popped up in Google and I was like, yeah, why not? So I was actually really excited. Josh, you were right. I was on Josh Haynes' live stream, I don't know, it feels like a while ago, so probably a couple months ago. And he was talking about how just buttery smooth it is to work with B-Raw in DaVinci Resolve. And he's not joking. He is not joking at all. And I don't have the best computer, by any means. My laptop is I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely not the best. And I'm sitting here, I don't have to create optimized media or proxy mode or anything. I just threw the clips in there and they worked. They just worked. It was amazing. Oh. So I was going somewhere. Anyway, yeah, the Insta360 Go. So I'm looking at this thing. I was I could probably do some pretty cool stuff with this. This could bring a whole new level. Cause I don't know if I told you guys this, but when I go to Vid Summit, I'm bringing the vlog back. There's a lot, the majority of people who are subscribed to me right now weren't around when I was actively vlogging. A lot of them have gone back. They've watched some of my older stuff, but most of you guys weren't around when I was actively vlogging. So I'm bringing that back. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing, but I'm going to do a 5. It's not going to be daily either, because I'm not about that. But I'm gonna be filming the whole time I'm there, and then I'm gonna put together a 5-part mini series, a vlog mini series about my time out in LA. I'm gonna be out there, Monday through Friday. I get there at 9:30 in the morning Monday, and I leave at 11:30 at night on Friday. So, whole week. 5 days, going to be filming all day, every day, and I'm going to be putting together a little vlog mini-series. I'm going to bring the vlog back. And depending on how well that does, I may continue to vlog a little bit more and do some more documenting over creating. Because, on one hand, I sit here and I teach you guys this stuff, and I sit here and this is something I've been thinking about a lot. I sit here and I talk to you guys about all of this stuff, and I talk to you about color grading, I talk to you about editing and sound design and all that stuff. But it's been a long time since I've actually taken the things that I teach in my videos and put them to use in a video. I mean, with the exception of the color grading and the sound editing and stuff like that, but an actual, fully produced, I'm out there and I'm filming things and all that. I haven't done, a proper vlog in a while, which is a majority of how I learned how to edit videos. And now I actually edit videos professionally. So, but it all started with the vlog. So like figure bring that back, showcase the things that I'm teaching you so you guys can see it in action. Maybe that would help. So, just okay. We got a couple questions in here. Why is it when I chroma key a clip, then move my subject over to the side, Resolve leaves a black bar on the side? I'm not sure. I have not seen that. Maybe Josh has seen that. Josh also works in DaVinci, and he's been at this for longer than I have. So, Josh, if you would like to field that one. What lens for videos when, say, hiking in the woods, doing city or events? Thanks. If I was doing events or even, stuff where there's like pretty landscapes or even cityscapes, I would go, I'd probably do a mix. I wouldn't just stick with one lens. Like if you only have the money for one lens, then invest in a nice zoom lens, I think. But you want something, obviously if you're going to have some landscape stuff, if you're going to have some cityscape stuff, you're going to want to get a nice wide angle lens. So, depending on what kind of sensor you have, like I have my Canon SL2, has a crop sensor. So, I use actually a 10 millimeter lens for most of my videos, but those are really good if, one, for vlogging. They're great for vlogging, and two, they're great if you're going to be filming nice, pretty landscapes. But at the same time, you might want to get close up on something, so show some detail and some textures, and like really bring people into the video. And for that, you might want something, like a 50 mil or something like that. Which on a crop sensor, at least my brain's not working. I'm just going to stick with crop sensor because letters are getting jumbled in my brain. But, I got 1.6 crop. So 50 mil on my camera is like, 85 millimeters or something like that. But, you want to mix. Like if you're going to be out in events, nice wide angle lens and get a view of the whole crowd. But at the same time, you want, a nice zoomed in look for like if people are speaking and you want to get a clear view of what they're speaking. That's a really wide array of things that you're talking about. There's a difference between landscape and city and events and all that stuff. But either way, like there's uses for all of those types of lenses. So like I said, you might want to get a good zoom. Like honestly, a kit lens 18 to 55 would probably work out well for you. The only problem is a lot of kit lenses, the aperture doesn't open that wide. So maybe you want to invest a little money in something that's got a constant aperture. So that's what I have to say about that. Love your tutorials. Thank you, Bacon's Bites. Let's see here. CDTV, what's going on? Garrett, 50 millimeter, awesome, but also enjoy my 75 to 300 zoom for when you're not that close. Exactly. Like I went, this is a while ago, and the video's on my channel, actually. I went to my little brother's college graduation, and it was at Ohio State. So we're in the stadium, and like we're literally across this stadium from him. And I actually brought, it's in the kitchen. I have an old point and shoot. It's a Canon SX510HS, and it's got 30 times optical zoom. That thing zoomed up to 240 millimeters, I think. It was 240 millimeters that it zoomed to. Optical, too, so like no loss of quality. So I was actually able to zoom clear across the short side of the stadium and actually catch my brother in the crowd as they were like doing the whole, please rise, you're now officially graduated. I never went to college. The whole, you're officially graduated. So I like the 80. 80s are good. 80s are good. Oh, 50. Yeah, the 50 is great. My nifty 50, got it right here, actually. I love this thing. 1.8 aperture. It's great. How far in advance do you plan or film your videos? Good question. Very, very good question. It depends. I try and have like 3 weeks worth of stuff planned, like SEO and everything. I try and have it all planned out and ready to go. So when it's time to film, I sit down, I open up Morning Fame where I've got all my data stored, all my keywords and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, we'll do that one today. And then I can go do it. Since I've come back from my cross country trip to Idaho, it hasn't quite been that way. I've been like planning things out like 2 days before I got to film, 1 day before I got to film. I've been finishing the edit like less than 24 hours before it has to be, before I say it needs to be public on my channel. So I feel like I've been playing catch up since I got back from Idaho, and I don't like that. I need to get ahead of the game, especially by October when I fly out to LA. I want to have stuff because I'm not going to be posting daily. I want to have stuff recorded and ready to go for while I'm out in LA. And then when I come back, I'll start working on the footage from LA. So yeah, thoughts on the 90D. So the 90D sounds weird. That feels weird to say. All right, here's the thing. I think if you compare it to the other cameras, if you compare the 90D to the other cameras that have been coming out recently, I think it blows all the others out of the water. I honestly agree with Jack Stoltz, his tweet that it might be, at least as far as Canon is concerned, the best vlogging camera that's come out recently. The price point's amazing, I had to kind of come to terms with Canon on a couple things. Like I see kind of what they're doing from a business standpoint, and I have to give them credit. I mean, I love the fact that there's 1080p at 24. As a YouTuber who doesn't film in 4K, 1080p at 24 is what I'm looking for, They even have, what did I say? Didn't it say 1080p at 120? You know what? I'm going to pull up the specs right now so we can talk about it. We can talk about this because my brain is just full of numbers and letters and I can't keep track of anything today. Canon 90D. Here we go. From the, yeah, that works. Okay, so 4K 30. I know people kind of hate on 30 frames per second, but to be honest, most TVs filmed in 30 frames per second. So I'm not too worried about that. And like I said, I don't film in 4K a lot. So there's that. Full HD. What? I mean, you're getting 120 frames per second at 1080p for, what is it, 12 something for the body, which means probably with the kit lens. I mean, what is it with the kit lens? Probably 1400. That's awesome. That's amazing. The EOS R has 120 frames per second at 720p. So that's cool right there. I face and eye detection, sure. I think it's a great camera. Honestly, there's a lot of people hating on it. The initial list didn't specifically say. I lost my place. They didn't. Josh Haynes, there is. Canon actually has been replying to people on Twitter saying 1080p, 24 frames per second. It's actually on the camera. They're misleading a little bit, misleading kind of in a good way. It says 1080p up to 30 frames per second. It doesn't specifically say 24 in the spec list or whatever, but Canon has been replying to tweets all day about this, and they're saying yes, 1080p at 24 does exist. Apps that rule. What's going on? Modern day tech. Hello. So yeah, they're it doesn't have 4K at 24. It only has 4K at 30, which is it is what it is. But yeah, I've been seeing Canon respond to people all day saying, yeah, if you want 24 frames per second, we got it at 1080p on the 90D. So it's definitely there. So I don't know. I mean, I would consider it. I would consider it because I don't shoot 4K, not for YouTube at least. Yeah, the reviews are wrong. Yeah, the reviews are definitely. I think a lot of the reviews that have come out so far, though, have been more of a spec overview. People going off that initial spec list that was released. But yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like a good camera, and if the image looks anything like the 80D, if I can put together the money, I would 100% get the 90D. and use the SL2 as a B cam. Like the SL2 would make a great B cam for the 90D. So, oh, here we go. I'm having issues transferring video files from my iPhone 7 to my Windows 10 laptop. I used to have to do the same thing. I have it connected via lightning cable, and roughly 70% of the time the transfer will fail. I had this same problem. I don't remember what I think my workaround was using Google Photos. Like, I just backed all my stuff up to Google Photos and I, uploaded it to there, and then I went onto my computer and I downloaded it. I basically had to, I had to use Google Photos as an airdrop. That's pretty much it. You've seen hands-on? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're right. I think it looks like a good camera. As long as Canon's not lying in their tweets about it having 24 frames per second, then I think it looks like a good camera, to be honest. The Urban Explorer, what's up, dude? How are you, sir? Jay, I'm switching from Final Cut to Resolve, and I can't find any logo opening templates where I can replace the customer logo like I found from M Logos. Other than JR, who might have that? Motion Array. I would look at Motion Array. They have some pretty good. I don't know if they specifically have logo templates. I know they have openers, so they probably have something with logo. But if you're looking to buy, a template, I would go and nothing on JRTV is around, I would look at Motion Array probably. I want to know, is it 80D include? Yeah, Jelly Duck. The 80D is 24 frames per second. Update Windows had the same problem with DaVinci Resolve. Updating Windows resolved it. There you go. There you go. SL2 is still my favorite Canon as of recent. Dude, I love this camera. Like, the only thing I don't like about it is that it's my only camera. So if this thing craps out on me, I'm kind of screwed. I'm kind of screwed. But honestly, like, if I could put together a few $100, I'd get another one. Like, if all I had was a few $100, if this thing crapped out on me, all I had was a few $100 to spend. I had to go super low budget to replace my camera. I would go right back to the SL2. I love it. I mean, it's a great camera. Oh, Cosmetically Corinne, hello. How are you? Oh, man, that was fun. So yeah, so I watched like 870,000 reviews on that Insta360 Go. And it looks like a lot of fun. And I was like on their website, and like I was on the order page. I was on the order page today, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it because it was a bad. It would have been a very bad financial decision. It was a very bad financial decision if I would have gotten it. But that thing looks so cool. Have you guys seen it? Like, I'm telling you, everybody who does like camera gear reviews and all that, like Cody, Peter, Maddie, who else has done it? Justine. There's been a ton of these reviews, and it's been absolutely insane. Like, it's the whole thing. So, use an iPhone. No, I will not use an iPhone. I'm an Android guy. I was iPhone for a minute, but I am definitely an Android guy. Nomad Unbroken, what's up, dude? That Samsung cam is amazing. It's Note 9 right here. Note 9, I love this thing. I actually, 200 isn't bad for that little camera. No, it's absolutely not. It's absolutely not. I just don't, like, I have $200 in my bank account, but I also, like, if that goes away, I'm not eating when I'm in LA. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm not eating in LA. So, like, I got, the hotel's taken care of. Like I said, the plane tickets are taken care of. So, Google Pixel all the way. I have not tried the Pixel yet. But yeah, 200 is not bad for that little thing. Like I would, if I find myself in the position to be able to get one, which wouldn't happen in a for a while unless I like come into a whole bunch of money really soon. But I would get it. I would 100% get it without a doubt. Because that thing looks, I mean, just clipping it to the brim of my hat and walking around. Do you know how easy it would be to do like food is overrated? Yeah, dude. I'm on the vlog. Half the time I'm on the vlogger's diet. And the sad thing is I actually have food in the house. I just like, I get into the zone, I start editing and just boom. I wouldn't film on anything bar my phone right now. Wait, what? Leela will feed you? Leela's like in the same boat as me, I think. What hotel am I in? I am in the Super 8, actually. It's like a 30 to 40 minute walk from Vid Summit, I think. I think it's like 30, 40 minute walk. Which is good. I could use the exercise. So, walking, an hour a day is probably a good thing. And I got new shoes coming tomorrow, so it won't be painful. So that's good. Sam, I haven't had any food today. I actually have. I eat the best on days when my kid's not in daycare and her daycare is closed today. So because I just kind of make it a point, if I'll go without feeding myself, but I will not go without feeding her. So when she's home, it's great. When it's time for her to eat, I just feed myself too. So there's that. I'm at the Sheraton. It cost me another $230 because I get in on the Sunday now. I thought I got on there Monday. Yeah, the thing is so I'm flying out Monday, but my flight, it's a nonstop flight. It leaves Baltimore at 6:50 in the morning, and we get into LA at 9:30 in the morning. So I got all day Monday, all day Tuesday to just kind of explore LA, which is going to be cool. Wednesday, Thursday is a conference, and then Friday I don't leave till 11:30 at night. So got all day to explore LA a little bit more. So that place cost me just $1,000 for the week. It's a joke. Jeez. That's insane. The editor's diet. Yeah, dude. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. I got coffee. I don't know why. I go into the kitchen to get coffee, but I don't get food. What's the deal with that? I'll be there on the 14th. Yes, looking to leave Las Vegas at 7:50. Should be there before you guys, DJ. Nice, dude. Garrett, not going to Vid Summit, saving up to go to UK, unfortunately. Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's a long trip for you. Aren't you in South Africa or something? Vid Summit would be quite a trek. I get the plane from Liverpool to London, 12 a.m. Sunday, then London to LA. Airport vlog in LAX. Oh my God, yeah. I'm going to be vlogging like a madman, I think. You know what? I say that, but let's be honest. I'm either going to forget to film, or I'm going to think I'm shooting when I'm not shooting, or I'm going to think I'm not shooting when I am shooting. So I'm going to get home and there's going to be a bunch of shaky upside down footage. I'm going to be looking for a conversation that never got filmed. I guarantee you that's going to happen. It's just what I do. I'm out of practice. I'm used to sitting here now, turning on the camera and talking. I'm not used to having to do the whole run and gun thing anymore. So this should be interesting. Pauline Newman, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. So yeah, it should be fun. South Africa to UK, also a trek. Yeah. Yep. Clifford, I added to the 70D Olympus OMD EM1 Mark II. Whoa, that's a lot of numbers and letters. Wait, what? I added to the 70D. I can't even, that's just not computing in my brain. How to edit bad footage tutorial when you get home. Yeah, dude. I could probably do that now, actually. So we went to, there's this place in Pennsylvania. Joe wasn't with us that day. It was me and Tech Examined and Michael Fire Jr. We went to Graffiti Highway in Pennsylvania. And dude, there was like an entire like 45 minutes of that day that I thought I was filming and I wasn't. And like it was so bad. It was so bad. So I get home and I'm like, wait, where did that conversation? Like, that was a really good conversation. Where was it? And so basically what I ended up doing, just quick, I could do an entire, like how to tell a story with bad footage. Yeah, there you go. How to tell a story with horrible footage. But like the short version is I used a lot of stabilization. I had to like rotate a lot of video. And I did a lot of really quick cuts for like B-roll sequences. Like there was no slow motion. That wasn't happening. That was not happening whatsoever. Why is my phone not on Do Not Disturb? How dare me? Yeah, like there was going to be no slow motion at all. That just wasn't going to happen. Even using optical flow, it just wouldn't have been salvageable. So there was a lot of quick cuts. You can actually see it. One of my videos. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I'll do a how to edit bad footage, like how to salvage, like what do you do with all that footage that you either didn't mean to shoot or you just plain old shot horribly? Tell you what, man, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, Peter talks about it in photography, you know, like don't delete your photos from the camera because you know, you might be able to salvage them. Same thing with footage. Like, don't delete something from the camera just because you're like, wow, that turned out horrible. Like, there may be a piece of that one, you may need to, like, you may be able to use for one. Two, like, the one part that did turn out good and that thing that you thought was horrible, maybe like the part that turned out horrible and the take that you thought was good. So, like, you can stitch them together. I've had to do that plenty of times. So, like, I would suggest there's your takeaway from the day, guys. Don't delete anything off your camera just because you think it's bad, because it may actually end up being exactly what you need to save your video. So there you go. Urban Explorer, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Save your memories. Don't delete. That's right. And I had to learn that the hard way, because I have a weird memory and I can remember all the things that I delete. So like I'd get home and I'd be editing and I'd be like, oh man, that thing that I deleted would have gone perfect here. And so, you know, I had to learn it the hard way. So now instead of deleting footage, I just carry an extra memory card with me. I got like 2 or 3 memory cards and we're good to go. You know what I do want to pick up though? What I'm going to order on Amazon probably right after this. Something that I do need, I need a third battery. I want 3 batteries when I go to LA. The SL2 is pretty good on battery life, but I want a third battery because I have a feeling that I'm going to be out a lot. So third battery, maybe a third memory card. Who knows? I actually had 3. So funny story. I actually used to have 3 batteries. I used to have 3 batteries for my camera. Like the day that I bought my camera, I also bought 2 extra batteries and a charger where I could, you know, charge 2 batteries at once. And the day after, so I made the video that I was ending the daily vlog, right? And the next day I'm doing a video. The day after, I'm doing another video. I'm filming another video and I'm at a park and there's a lake and I'm sitting on a bench and I just did this like awesome little talking segment and I noticed that my battery's getting low. So I'm like on this little bridge thing, you know, a bench on a bridge over a lake, and I pop the battery out. And as I'm like, so I got like the new battery in one hand, I got the old battery, like it's coming out, and I'm trying to switch them around. And the battery that I was swapping out slipped off my hand, hit the corner of the bench like perfectly, and just bounced into the lake. Like it was just gone. It was horrible. And I was like, well, I guess I only have 2 batteries now. Creator Spotlight Show, what's going on? Mike Van Doozy, how are you, sir? Gotta bounce. Much love. Keep crushing, bro. Thank you so much, Josh, dude. Thank you. Oh, and dude, if you're still in here, congrats. You just hit 2K not too long ago. So congrats, man. That's super, super freaking awesome. Worse is when you fill up an HD or SD card and the damn thing fails. It's happened twice. Yup. Why is it when I'm on people's live streams, I keep getting logged out? I don't know. That's very odd. At work, boss is back. See you later, Bacon Bites. See you later. Oh, man. So, yeah, that was the first time that I ever lost a piece of gear was when I dropped my battery and it bounced into a lake. That was not a good day. I even like filmed it. Like I filmed afterwards. I was like, man, I just dropped my battery into a lake, and that part never made it into the video. The only other time I almost lost gear was this thing. This ND filter. The day after I bought this ND filter, I went out, did a vlog at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, again, with Tech Examined. And yes, dude, we got to collab soon. Something having to do DaVinci Resolve or anything, really. I'm down, dude. I've wanted to make a video with you basically since I saw the video where you and Burke got in a little slap fight out front of Burke's house. I think it was the first time I actually, like, discovered you and then went and saw your videos. I was like, I gotta work with this dude. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the day after I bought my variable ND filter, which I desperately needed, I went and I did a vlog at Hershey Park with Tech Examined Michael Fire Jr. It was an epic day. Awesome stuff. I was using like the super slow-mo mode on my phone to like record the roller coasters going by, and I was using speed ramping. It was a lot of fun. I'm on my way back, right? I got a cup of coffee in my hands. My camera is sitting in the passenger seat. I didn't put it in the camera bag. I hit a bump, coffee everywhere, all over the ND filter. I was able to clean it off, but it is what it is. Jelly Duck, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. You know what I haven't done yet today, guys? I haven't checked the form. You guys have just been asking me questions, and I have been answering it. And for some reason, my form isn't even up. I know I opened it. I was looking at it earlier. Boom. Let's take a look. Hey, we got 2 from Garrett and... Wait, are these... Okay, so we got 2 questions. Let's run through these real quick. First one is from Garrett. Garrett asks, please explain keyframes. I'm finding it hard to grasp. Okay, keyframes, Garrett, and anybody else who's confused about keyframes. Yes, Cosmetically Corinne, I just saw your question. Yours will be next. So keyframes, Garrett, and anybody else who's interested, are basically... They're markers. Basically, they're markers for alterations, for lack of better words, alterations that you can make to your video. So you're basically saying, so let's go in audio, right? Let's say you want to keyframe the volume in your audio. So basically what happens is, you're doing a B-roll segment or something. So your volume's up at 0 dB. And it's kind of nice and loud, and you got your pretty footage, but then you start talking again. So you want to bring down the volume of your footage, or the volume of your audio, or your music, rather. Music. We're talking about music. So what you would do, I usually do 8 to 12 frame intervals. So what I would do is I would set a keyframe right when I start talking, and then I would go forward like 8 to 12 frames, and I would drop the volume down to minus 18 dB, and in Resolve that automatically sets a new keyframe. And that's basically it. You can do the same thing with zooming, positioning of your videos. You can do it with effects and everything. It's basically telling, when you're editing, it's telling whatever software you're using, like, okay, there's a change happening right here. And that little, that's the keyframe. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm really bad at explaining keyframes. I'm going to have to get better at that if I want to make a video on it. But that's basically what it is. It's a marker that says there's a change happening right here. The volume's going up, or we're zooming in, or something like that. You're basically saying, like, okay, we're at normal zoom up until this point, and then we're going to zoom in 200% till right here. And we set another keyframe. Then we're going to be at 200% till right. I'm off the frame. Slide over. I'm going to be 200% till here. And then we're going to zoom, back out to normal, until right here. And then we'll stay at normal again. So that's that. I still can't get Resolve to work on my system. I even updated Windows. So unfortunately, I'm stuck using Filmora. And Filmora is good. Filmora is good. Like, it all depends on what you want to do with your it all depends on what you want to do with your videos. Like, if you're not looking to do super crazy stuff, like, you can do a lot with Filmora. It's a good price. It's good software. It's made to be kind of a middle of the road option. You can do effects. You can do titles. You can do transitions. There's just not as much manual control. You don't have as much control as you do at DaVinci. Now, the good part about that is Filmora is like super easy to use. It's really simple. The downside, is that you lack a little bit of control. So, but Filmora is good. There's nothing wrong with Filmora. I used Filmora before I switched to Premiere Pro. And then I used Premiere Pro until I switched to DaVinci. Let's go to the next question. Can't find my questions. There they are. All right, Corinne says, when you have multiple 30-minute clips of video, do you first do the editing work on the smaller clips and then export them / add them all to the final product, or do you just pull them all in and edit them together? If I'm understanding your question correctly, Corinne, I do what I do, and I'm pretty sure you can do this in Filmora as well. But what I do, what I do with DaVinci Resolve, with Premiere Pro, and I believe Filmora as well, you have two monitors. No, you don't. You don't have that with Filmora. I don't think you have a source monitor and a playback monitor. I think it's all the same thing. So what I do is I drag, I put a clip into the source monitor and I set my in and my out points. So the clip is going to start here and it's going to end here. And then I drag that selection down into the timeline. So I edit my clips first as far as in and out points and drag them in separately. But then when it comes time to do sound and color grading and all that, I do all together. So. Okay, I have to go get the kid from school. I'll catch the last bit on the replay. Thank you so much for stopping by, Chris. Have a great one. So, no, Filmora 9 doesn't. So, I can't, it's been a long time since I've used Filmora, and I've never used Filmora 9. I've only ever used, the last time I used Filmora, it was Filmora 7. So I think with Filmora, what you have to do is you have to drag the entire clip into the timeline and then trim it up. And then move on to the next one and trim that up, and move on to the next one and trim that up. I could be wrong about that. So, the person to ask, actually, honestly, would be Daniel Batal. That guy is is just wonderful, wonderful things with Filmora. So, tech for your needs. What's going on? Brian Vlasic. Hello, my friend. Brian is a large part of why I am able to go to VidSummit, and very, very grateful, sir. And Brian just got the okay to go to VidSummit himself. So we're finally going to get to meet in person, which I'm super excited about. I wish they'd offer the option to micro edit clips and bank them while you're working on others without using the CPU. That would be really nice. If Filmora did that, that would be really, really, really nice. Thanks for your answers on that, Jay. No problem, Corinne. My pleasure. That's what I'm here for. That's what this whole thing is about. This whole thing is about helping you guys navigate your questions about creating videos as best I can, at least. I still consider myself a beginner at this, and I think that's good. Like, if I'm gonna go a little bit motivational here for a second, go back to my roots, my original vlog when I was all motivational and stuff. I would say, like, if, like, the number one thing to keep in mind if you want to make better videos is to always be new. Like, always be new. Always consider yourself as new to the thing, because if you're new, you're teachable. Remain teachable and keep practicing. Like, that's the number one thing. Like, it takes time, it takes practice, it takes work. But if you always try and consider yourself a newcomer to whatever you're doing so that you always remain teachable, you're heading in the right direction. So many awesome peeps heading out there. I know, dude. I'm so excited. I can tell you right now, like, as of today, because as of yesterday, the hotel and the flight out there were booked. And then as of today, the flight home is booked. So, like, everything's taken care of now. Everything is taken care of. So stay hungry. Exactly. Stay hungry. Stay new. Stay green. Stay green and give freely of what you earn, or of what you learn, rather, not earn. Never think you know everything. Someone always knows more, and you can always learn something. Exactly. And the thing is, like, the fact is like, there's 3 categories, right, in life. There's the things that you know. There's the things you know that you don't know. And then there's the things that you don't know that you don't know. Like, there's things out there that I've never even thought of, that I want to learn. So if you remain teachable, you get to figure all that stuff out. So, I was going to say something. Oh yeah. So now that everything's booked for LA, like, what's today? August 28th to October 14th. At 6:49 a.m., which is a minute before my plane is supposed to take off, is going to be the slowest period of time in 2019. It's just going to drag. This whole year is just blown by super fast, and now I feel like it's going to slow. I've been working on Adobe Premiere Pro, learning. I don't mind paying for it. It is going to pay itself in the long run. Plus, I got a discount. Boom. Dude, Premiere Pro is not a bad software. Like, I think, like, I don't know. I love going back. I get comments on my DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro videos, like, every single day. And it's really funny to see people, like, when I clearly state that, like, DaVinci Resolve is just best for me because it works the way that my brain works. Like, there's people get offended. It's like the whole Android versus iPhone thing. People get offended if you don't like what they like. So, like, I get people all the time, like, there's 47 days. Exactly. Good God. 47 days. No. That's too many days. Can it be like tomorrow, maybe? It's, what was I? I was saying something. I don't remember. I do not remember. Pretty exciting times for you, Jay. It is. It's been very exciting. There's been a lot of really, really cool stuff going on, and it's great. Like, I have been, since I started working, I got my first job when I was 17, and that's only because I was in boarding school up until that point. Like, if I had been home If I hadn't gotten shipped away to boarding school while my parents were trying to fix me, I probably would have been working before then. But, I got my first job when I was 17 years old at a toy store. But ever since then, the whole brand, that's what I was talking about. I'll get back to that. I still got 9 minutes. Like ever since I started working, whenever I was in between jobs, and usually when I say in between jobs, it means I walked out on the job. So I worked at the toy store, but I turned 18 and I wanted to move out of my parents' house and I needed a better job. So I got a job at Nordstrom and I was working there, but they totally screwed me over. And so I ended up walking out on them. I was unemployed for a bit, and the first thing I tried to do was find a way to work for myself. Like that was my thing. Like I really wanted to work for myself. Didn't pan out. Ended up getting a job at a store in a mall called the Jean Machine. All we sold were jeans. I worked there for like 2 months, and then just one day I never showed up. Like I just never showed up ever again. Like I just couldn't take it. I've walked out on so many jobs, and like every time in between, I was always trying to work for myself. Nothing ever went anywhere. This whole YouTube thing is the first thing that's ever gone in a positive direction, which is super, super cool. So I'm really, really excited about that. Am I going to do the live stream in LA? Yeah, I don't know. Rachel Rawson, hello. Coming in. Clutch. CGI nerd. What's going on, Alejandro? How are you today, sir? I don't know if I'll be doing the live stream from Vid Summit. I'd have to do it. I mean, maybe. It depends what's going on at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. No, 2 p.m. is the first day of the conference, so probably not. Unless there's absolutely nothing going on between 2 and 3 p.m. and I can get on decent Wi-Fi. There probably will not be a live stream that week. Maybe though. Who knows? Maybe I'll do one from my phone. And we'll see. We'll do a little walk and talk for an hour, right? And introduce the live stream to a whole bunch of people. We'll see. Oh. Oh, the sitting is making me fat, but oh, man. Where are we? I'm missing things. Just do it from your phone. It would be cool to do some quick check-ins. I might do that. I might actually do that. We'll see. We shall see. I am, as of yet, undecided. I've never actually done a live stream from not to YouTube at least. I've never done a live stream to YouTube from my phone. So, we'll see. We will see. Jalen, just to let you know, the IRL is happening for 12 hours a day. And let's put it this way, you could be on it and taking control of it. Is that the Daryl one? The Daryl Leaves live stream? They're doing that for 12 hours a day. That's super awesome. Be spending time with Leela. Well, yeah, I mean, we won the tickets together. So yeah, gonna be spending time with Leela. We're gonna be hanging out. I've had a bit of a rough week. Haven't been productive on the vids. I'll have one up soon, though. Nice of you to notice. That's what we do. When you make friends here, people notice when you stop uploading. With the time change, it would be 11 a.m. Leela is an awesome lady, and she actually just hit 500 subscribers this morning. So big congrats to her. She's in Belfast right now at Power of Video, which is super cool. So she hit 500 today. I am 3 away from 3,500 at this very moment, which is super cool. Blows my mind. Let's get back real quick. 5 minutes, brand loyalty. So DaVinci Resolve versus Premiere Pro. Get all kinds of things in the opposite. I mean, there's the people who are like, yes, DaVinci Resolve's the best. Thanks for the video. Yay. But then we get the people who are like these diehard Adobe fans who are like, Adobe will never, ever in the history of forever be good, or DaVinci will never, ever in the history of forever be better than Adobe. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just telling you what works better for me. DaVinci works better on my computer. It works the way my brain works. I work better in DaVinci than I do in Adobe. Like, I didn't say one was better than the other. I said one was better for me than the other. So, like, I was going somewhere with that like 15 minutes ago, and I'm just right. If you're wondering, if you're out there and you're wondering what the best gear is, whether it's a computer or a piece of software or a camera or a lens, like, best is so subjective. You have to figure out what you want. Like, figure out what you want, figure out what look you're going for, figure out what, you know, your specs are on your computer before you pick software. Like, figure out what your limitations are and figure out what look you're going for. And if you can base your decisions off of that, you will have the best camera or the best computer or the best software or the best microphone. It all depends on what your limitations are and what your needs are. So, Filmora forever until I can afford Adobe. There you go. Got a license through work for $10 for the whole year. I'm sticking with Adobe for now. There you go. Which is great. And Adobe is a great piece of software. And I absolutely loved it when I was using it. I just loved DaVinci more. So, DaVinci forever, same reason. There you go. Oh, by the way, guys, since we're coming to the tail end of this thing, I just want to show you. So my birthday was 3 days ago. A lot of you wished me a happy birthday. Thank you for that. But I have a license for Camtasia I never use. My next door neighbor got me he got himself a 3D printer, and he printed me let's get that out of the light. He printed me a play button for my birthday. So how cool is that? I got my own little play button. I got to figure out like how and where to put this up. Like, I want it movable, I think, but like, but this is like, it's super cool. It's supposed to, which way is it supposed to go? Oh, man. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you very much. Guys, I got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, and then I got to start getting things ready so I can go sit at a baseball game and be the only Orioles fan in a family of Nationals fans. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I feel grateful that I can actually, share this journey with you. You guys can come along for the ride, and that you actually listen to what I have to say about making videos, which is use command strips. You can move them. Boom. Genius. Gonna be doing that. Thank you. Like I said, tickets are all booked for VidSummit. Hotel is booked for VidSummit. Next task is making sure that I can eat while I'm out there, provided I actually remember to do so. If you would like to help me with that mission, a few different ways you can do that. There is a GoFundMe page. It's linked in the description. There's merch. There's a whole new line of merch coming, and the merch that's up there now is going away. So if you want to get some merch, some of the old school merch with that old Impact label look, if you want to get some of that, that's going away real soon. So get your hands on it. I also got my LUTs. Always got the 2019 LUTs pack is still out. Still kind of tinkering with some new LUTs maybe for 2020, maybe. But the 2018 ones are still there. The 2019 ones are still there. We got the merch. We got the GoFundMe, all the things. Again, no support expected, but all support is appreciated. The fact that you guys just showed up was amazing. Urban Explorer, thank you so much for the super chat today. Guys, I am going to head out of here. I got to wake the kid up from her nap. I got to get ready to go to a baseball game and all of that good stuff. So with that being said, thank you for hanging out. And love you guys. I'll talk to you later. See ya.